These problems can be solved using systems. So let's take a look at that first one. Last month, Ted spent $57 on 4 allergy shots and 1 office visit. This month, he spent only $9 after 1 office visit and a refund for 2 allergy shots from his insurance company. How much does an office visit cost and an allergy shot cost? Well, this is a value-value equation. So we don't have a quantity, we just have a value. And 2 of them, to make a matter of fact. And we'll start with last month. And so we're going to try to write an equation for that situation. Last month, Ted spent $57 on 4 allergy shots. We just don't know how much the allergy shots are, and that's actually what they're asking for. How much does an office visit cost and an allergy shot cost? So let's assign some variables before we can write that equation. We'll call A the cost of the allergy shot, V the cost of the office visit. So $57 on 4 allergy shots, 4 times the cost of 1 allergy shot, and 1 office visit, so plus 1 times the cost of an office visit equals $57. So there's one value equation. Now let's take a look at the next one. We've got this month. So this month, we've got a different situation. We've got, it's only $9 spent, but we only had 1 office visit again, so just 1 office visit. And it's a positive number, so I'm going to put a plus sign in front of the V because we did spend money on that office visit. Now, it's only $9, so I can draw an equal sign and a 9. Now let's find out how many allergy shots we got. Ooh, we've got a different word here, refund. What do you think that tells us? What's different about that word compared to the word and? And meant plus. We're adding the number of the cost of the allergy shots and the cost of the office visit. Here, it's a refund. Refund means we're taking away. And so it means minus. So we have a negative number here. Allergy shots are negative. So this right here, 2 allergy shots, that would be a 2A, but the minus sign, the refund, means negative. And so we have negative 2A. And a common mistake is people will end up putting the minus sign for the office visit if they have it set up with A first, then V. But that would mean that we're getting a refund on the office visit. But that's not what they said. It's a refund on the allergy shots. So make sure you have the negative sign in front of the A term, not the V. Well, we're ready to solve. And when we solve, the elimination method is a great method to use. But I can't just go and add these equations together right now because this makes 2V. And we don't want 2V, we don't want a 2A, because that does nothing for us. We can't solve with that. So we need to undo that. We need to undo that option and try to eliminate one of these terms. That's the whole purpose of the elimination method. So I'm going to take this equation here and multiply by -1. And what that will do for us is it will make it a negative 1V. So let's rewrite it. We've got a positive 2A now because the 2 negatives canceled out. Minus 1V equals -9. And so from that point, we can rewrite our other equation down below it so we can see what we're dealing with. 4A plus 1V equals 57. So we can add this stuff together, and we've got ourselves now 6A, and then the V terms canceled out, equals, and then you do the subtraction here, we end up with 48. Again, if you're unsure, make sure you always put that bigger number on top when you do that subtraction, otherwise you're going to end up making an error. Then from there, we can go ahead and do the division. We end up with A as 8. So $8, that's the cost of the allergy shot, but we're not done yet. We still need to find the cost of an office visit. So let's go ahead and do some substitution. Let's take that 8, let's put it all the way back up here in for that A into that first equation before we modified it. So 4A, so 4 times 8, plus 1V, so I'll just write V equals 57. So we go ahead and do that multiplication. See what we get. 4 times 8 makes 32, plus v equals 57. And then from there, we'll just go ahead and do some subtraction. Isolate v. So I need to subtract 32 from all sides. So when I do that, now I've got v, and I've got 25. So v equals $25. That's the cost of an office visit. So there it is. Cost of the office visit, cost of the allergy shots. Key word there was refund. So remember, refund means we are taking away something, not adding. Well, here's another example. This is similar to another problem you're going to end up seeing where here we have a quantity and a value equation. So let's read what it says. A math test has 25 problems. That's a quantity. Some are 2 points, others are 3 points. The total is 60 points. That's a value. Find the number of 2-point problems, find the number of 3-point problems. So let's go ahead and set it up. We've got our quantity equation, and we're going to have a value equation. Well, we have to assign some variables. 2 and 3 both start with t, so let's do this. Let's call 2, the number of 2-point problems, let's call that one t, and 3 has that H sound in there, so I'm going to call that one H. And so let's go ahead and set it up. We've got the 2-point problems, the number of them, so T plus H, the number of 3-point problems, and there's 25 altogether. Well, the value equation. Well, 2-point problems are obviously 2 points, so 2 times T plus 3-point problems are 3 points. So 3 times the number of 3-point problems. And there's 60 altogether. So I like these quantity value problems because they're easy to solve. It's just one step of multiplying by some number to cancel out an unknown. I'm going to multiply by -2. And that will end up canceling out my t's, my number of 2-point problems. When I do that, I have now -2t minus 2h equals -50. And the great thing about this problem is once I do this, I've got my answer for h, because look, the t's canceled out. That's what I wanted to happen. 3h minus 2h makes h. And so we've got it solved for. All we have to do is subtract 50 from 60, and there it is, 10. 10 3-point problems. So all you have to do from there is substitute back into that quantity equation. T plus H, which is 10, equals 25. Go ahead and do that subtraction of 10 from both sides, and you get your answer. So subtract 10, and there it is. 15 is the number of 2-point problems. 15. Well, there it is. 2 problems involving writing systems and then solving. In this case, we solved using elimination.